Welcome to yet another stream. Welcome to the super afternoon stream. How's everyone doing? Alright, so what are we going to be doing on today's stream? On today's stream, we have two things that we could be doing. So I was taking a look at NeoBeam, and I was like, okay, there's this trend of everyone trying or switching to NeoBeam. I've so far always have used VS Code. Haven't really explored other editors. In the past, I used like Sublime and NetBeans and so on. But I was like, okay, VS Code is pretty fine. It works. Let's just not put much effort onto the editor that I'm using. But I don't know. I was thinking about actually trying NeoBeam. Since we are building kind of like an infrastructure, so in our streaming, go the streaming to-do list. We have some infrastructure over here with some Docker files and so on. I was thinking like maybe, and only maybe, it could be nice to you know, put a bit more flavor onto our things. So I was thinking that, and that was my plan for today's stream. A different thing that we could be doing is just continue with our theme, like building the backend for our application. So I'm not quite sure what would be best. Like just going for this could be nice, or maybe taking a look at the other thing. So while I was explaining it, I was thinking like how could we start using NeoBeam. Maybe not only NeoBeam, but also other common applications, other common tools for development, like RipRep, having a fuzzy finder, and so on, and how to configure all of that. Yeah, that was pretty much what I was thinking, how to do all of that. So let's give it a try. Let's start by trying to get a Docker with NeoBeam, and we can just run that Docker, binding our current path to some directory, and using that Docker as our base development setup. Why not using WSL directly? Probably a good question, but I would like to be able to like switch between different setups, like having a base for development and not having everything installed, just to avoid conflicts between different LSPs and so on. And also because I don't want to have all of the tools installed in here. I just want to have them a bit compartmentalized. So I might be proven wrong, and in the fact that that's not the way that you should be doing this. That's a possibility. That's definitely a possibility. But let's see. Let's give it a try, and let's try doing that. So we're gonna start actually by launching VS Code. We're gonna start by launching VS Code. Probably I would like to. Where's this gonna connect? So there's this one and there's this one. So this one's gonna connect to WSL, and this one gonna try to connect to through SSH, and that is gonna fail. So let's not do that. Let's not do that. Right. Oh, I think I've closed. No. We don't need that window. All right. So this is gonna be pretty much the base. We're gonna reuse this infrastructure folder. We might want to at some point rework this slightly, but yeah, so far let's start by closing everything and let's take a look at what we have. So we have this basic Go, like you can run Go in there, and you also have this basic Go dev, like you can run Go development in here. It has an update. Well, hopefully it won't take too long. So what I was thinking is let's build more development environments. Like at the moment we have Go, and we have well, just have Go. We also have Rust. Somewhere over there we have Rust. So we could also try to put all of those into the same folder. We could try to put all of those into the same folder. Yeah, let me actually create like a new folder and let's try to organize this a bit. So let's go to code and let's do a new directory, and that new directory is gonna be called infra. Let's go there and let's do a git init over here. Initialize empty over here. Alright, perfect. So this is gonna be like our infrastructure directory, and on our infrastructure directory we are gonna pretty much copy all of these files, as well as the ones that are on. So we're gonna try to merge both of our current infrastructure things that we have. So let's copy everything from streaming to-do list infra. These are just some files, so let's just put in there, and also from advent of code infra. Alright, so we have a bunch of things over here. Likely I have overwritten some, so let's do this again. And if some were overwritten, now they are back. So I'd rather have the latest version from streaming to-do list rather than from the other place. Right, let's now open a folder. So I want to open. Oh, yeah. No. I don't want to do that. I was open folder. Yeah. This one. Okay. Perfect. Alright, so let's try to create some infrastructure repository over here. Let's try to do that. Infrastructure. Alright, that's good. And let's try to have like some base. Let's also try to have some devel, well, dev it's fine. Let's also try to have some templates maybe, or defaults. It's more defaults than templates, I think. So yeah, let's try to have that kind of organization. So this is gonna go to base, yeah. This is gonna go to defaults, yeah. This is gonna go to devel, yeah. Perfect. Now go is gonna go to base, yeah. That could be annoying, that sound. Slightly annoying. We have to Dockerfile Rust, which is weird. The go dev goes there. The Rust dev, of course, goes there. Oh, run on Rust. I was just blind. Rust should go to base. Yeah. Dockerfile run. Let's take a look at what this has. Okay. Yeah, this is more like a release thingy. So let's do one more, which would be release. Default stuff, release. Alright, and this could go onto the release. Perfect. Yeah. Looking good, looking neat, looking just as what we need. Right. So let's take a look at the base. That's what I'm interested at the moment. So just Golang, that's a good base. Rust, I don't actually want to do that. Yeah, no, don't want to do that. So that's gonna be my Rust base. Okay. On the dev for Rust, I'm gonna need to put that back. So from that Docker CLI, and with this. All right. Good. So can I have like more complex domains in there? Like, I don't like that it's just JCB. So Docker image name format. Let's see. Docker system regarding naming images. Okay, like .com, path to the image name, and a tag. Okay. Name component for okay. And this is like optional. And some path to the image. Yeah. Docker image name domain. Let's see. How to assign domain names to containers in Docker. Okay. So you need to use the concept of port pulsing so that a port from your container is accessible via a port from what? Nginx. Yeah. Domain name to containers, no. Domain name to images. Here, Docker restriction regarding, no. For container. Docker image name. Docker image namespace. Maybe this will give me what I want. Understanding the Docker image namespace. Okay, this seems to be like what I want. Okay, similar to the way that the internet uses the domain name system. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Alright, so that seems to be like you create a registry and you put your names in there. Let's see if there's a better way without involving a registry. We could have a registry, but I don't think it would be quite necessary now. Yeah. Artifact image reference. Right. Repo tag. Namespace, subnamespace. Okay, and they have like a slash. So can I have JCB go and then the version? This seems to be fine. Yeah, there seems not to be any issue with that. Okay, so let's go to the base now, and that's fine. And instead of JCB go, I do JCB go latest. Alright, so this seems to be fine. Okay. Docker compose file, give multiple tags to the same image. Okay. Version latest. It's latest, but you can use anything. This is my compose. Okay. Docker compose build push version. Yeah. You can also take the following approach. Okay. Yeah. Okay. We could do that. Grab the image names from the Docker compose. Yeah. Oh. There's now a built-in solution using buildxbake release. In this feature was implemented following my suggestion in Docker comes bundle with buildx installed. However, if you are on Mac and running Docker desktop, the bundle buildx version is older than the okay. Add the xbake extension field to your Docker compose. Okay. To build and tag the image, run buildxbake load. Buildxbake push. This should be accepted answer, and it seems to work under the build without the extra xbake part. Docs here. Okay. Tags defines a list of tag mappings that must be associated to the build image. This list comes in addition to the image property. Okay, my image tag. Alright, so this seems to be what I want. Okay, so I can have that image name and I can have additional tags, and the additional tags gonna be latest. Alright, can I do it like this? Probably. And this is gonna be the Go version. This is gonna be this one. Alright, and dockerfile.go, and should I have the bus in there? Should I have the bus in there? Probably. Just in case we need to do something for that. So let me just put that in there. That's good. Alright, that's looking good. Alright, let me just rename this to just YAML, and let me have a directory here for Go and another directory for Rust. Alright, so we would put that in there. Yeah, and we can put that in there. Yeah, perfect. And now we had a previous version of Go that we were using before. So let me just do ls, well actually let's do advent of code infra dockerfile.go. Yeah, so we were using 21.5. Alright, so just as a proof of concept, let's keep that. So what if I duplicate this? I can't duplicate that. So dockerfile.go dot the version, that's perfect. Alright, 21.5. 21.5, yeah. And let's now have a script here which is called setup.sh probably. Yeah. Exclamation mark bin sh, and this is empty at the moment, but we just do a run over here, run setup.sh. Alright, we would probably need to copy that. So copy, Actually, is it copy or is it add? User group, root, and we are gonna put it so it's gonna be setup.sh. Actually, this introduces more code duplication than just having a setup. And destination setup. Alright. Okay. We do that. Run mkdir setup. Right, we do that. We change the work there to setup. We run the setup and rm, and that's that. rm-rf setup. Probably this should go over here, although it introduces more code duplication, but it's like local to where the things are. So setup, yep. Okay. Alright, so this is more or less what we want with Go. This is more or less what we want with Go. So this should create me these files over here, and through this one I should be able to have multiple services here, to have like go.1.22.1 and another service which is gonna be 21.5. Alright, 21.5. This is not gonna be the latest, and 21.5. Alright, so with that we should be able to do all of this. And actually we could even have a Go one that is just Go, and this one extends this one here, yeah, and has this image latest, and then we don't need to use the tags thing. Latest. Alright, looking good, looking neat, looking just what we need. Alright, Cool. So we have all of this. Now we also would like to have the same thing more or less for the Rust one. The same thing more or less for the Rust one. In this case, it's gonna be a bit more simpler because we are not gonna have two versions in here. We are just gonna have one, but we're still gonna be using the tags and so on. So let's just do a rename. Alright. Yep. And we are gonna pretty much copy all of this, which should work, I presume. It should work. Haven't tested it, but on my part. Yep, do that. That's about it. That's about it. So we're gonna come over here and we are gonna create two more of this. So we're gonna have the Go and we are gonna have the Rust. Rust 1.74 .0, and we are gonna keep using this Rust and 1.74.0, and the Docker file is gonna be Rust 1.74.0. You have quite a bit of code duplication, but that's just fine for now. That's just fine for now. So we could have something like this. So some blocky comments like Go. Alright, just so we can see what we are doing a bit more easily. Have here Rust. Alright. Perfect. Right. So let's try and test this. Oh, bug found, Rust, and this one extends this one. Alright. Yep. That's about right. So we can go to the base, cd base, and do a docker compose build, and it should build us everything just fine. Okay, it didn't. Load build definition from Docker file. Load build definition from no such file or directory. Yeah, okay. So that's fine, and that's happening because the paths for this are just not correct. So this path should be Go. This path should be Go, and this path over here should be Rust. Alright, let's try again. Okay. Good. We got the same error everywhere. Container process is already dead. Failed to compute cache key, failed to calculate checksum or whatever. Thus setup.sh not found. Okay, so I didn't quite found that. Let's try just building one. Let's build the Go one. So it came here, it did that, and then it tried doing this and it failed. Okay, so things that could be going wrong, maybe I have to say setup.sh over here. Maybe that's what I have to do. Let's try again. Have I changed the correct file? No. Alright, setup.sh. Okay. Failed to solve, failed to compute CASCII. Yeah. So that add is not working. That add's not working. Why? Copies files or folders. Alright. So what if I were to remove that? Is it failing because of that? No. Interesting. Is it failing because of the setup? Maybe it needs that to work. No. What if I do this? Hi there, how are you doing? What am I building? I'm trying to build a small infrastructure for all the projects that I'm building. And at the moment I'm using Go and Rust, and I'm just trying to create some Docker files with different versions and have them somewhat organized between development and whatever I'm releasing. Like on the development, I want to have like NeoBeam and RepGrip and other development tools installed, but I don't want to have those in production, so I'm trying to figure out how to do that. So it's more of a experimental thing, learning Docker stuff. Right, oopsie, let's try building Go again. Okay, so adding that file, it really doesn't want to be added. So what if I use copy? Maybe I'm doing this wrong all the way through. So if I use copy, it can't even copy, which is quite interesting. What if I try not to I tried Docker to run Odoo, but didn't understand anything of it. I mean, it's really not that complicated. The main problem is like you have to learn the syntax for it. The good thing about learning the syntax for Docker is that the documentation is fairly good. Like for example, I didn't know that you could have multiple tags per image, and I tried googling for that, found pretty much no information. I was like, but it needs to be possible. Like it doesn't quite make sense that it's not possible. And I just went to the docs, and it was like, oh, here it is. Here is how to do it. So I'm happy with the docs. Not so much with with Stack Overflow, but yeah. Okay, so it's utterly and completely refusing to copy that file. The thing that bothers me is that the path that it shows for what auto mode held a message for reasons of smart detection level 2. Allow will post in chat. Allow denied. Not quite sure which that auto mode is. I don't know if that message is showing for everyone. Yeah, it's showing for everyone. But oh. I don't know what your message triggered the auto mode. How are you doing, mate? Auto mode. It's on beta, so, so I don't know. Held a message for reasons. Oh, I guess that it detected that the message should be banned. It doesn't understand the inside joke of the message. You are preventing the graphic designers. Exactly. The next graphic designer will be banned. Well, maybe not banned, but blocked or timeout or whatever. The epidemic of graphic designers. Are you far with the server? Yeah, I got quite far with it, and I decided today to stop working on the server and try to build a bit of infrastructure for it. So what I'm trying to do is to have a basic setup where I can have multiple languages, and per language I want to have like a base setup, a development setup, and a release setup, and then just have like some kind of templates with I can compose all of those. So it's just a bit of infrastructure, but yeah, it's a bit of the boring part of the infrastructure. Yeah. So I want to, so copy just copies, that's fine. And the thing that I want to copy is a file called .setup, .sh, and I want to copy that. Let me change and say that I want to copy it to home. Ooh, home. Okay, that should work. That Okay, I'm back. I don't know how that happened actually. So what has happened is that apparently I've clicked over. I've clicked to another cam layout. Yeah. Can I lock that somehow? No. I don't know how to lock it. Yeah, thank you for telling me that. I would have done all the stream without cam nor sound. So, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. You saved the stream. Alright. I was actually going. I don't know how long have I been without cam or mic, so. Damn. I thought about having like another screen to put the OBS and be able to monitor if the stream is going fine or not. But I also said that I wanted to not to spend any money on this, at least not any money that I'm not earning through this, and I'm earning nothing, and that will be the case for probably a long time. So I might as well get the display anyway. Like I'm gonna probably use it, not just for streams. So I should probably do that. I got a different display, so I got that one, which is the old display that I had while I was at uni. You only have a single monitor. At the moment, I have zero monitors. I only have the screen that is built with the laptop, and it's like a Dell laptop of 13 inches. So the screen is small. Like I'm squinting down at the text to be able to read it. But I have three monitors here, which are the ones that I use for work. But I don't want to break that setup. Like the work setup is there, and it's working fine, and I don't want to be plugging the monitors out and in. And I also have that screen. But the issue with that screen is that it's a wide screen, so I could not stream from that, because then you would have like a really wide screen on your device while you are watching my stream. So that's inconvenient for the viewer. And also I cannot rotate the screen, so I cannot put it here, and I don't have a space to have it on the wide setup. If it could be vertical, I could put it like to the side, but yeah. First world problems, am I right? First world problems. And yeah, it's like a thought that I had, because I had a couple issues with the stream, like going down, or the camera like it happened now, or maybe I also had it with like when I'm ending the stream. I don't know why when I'm ending, more people come. Maybe it's like Twitch knows more or less at which hour do I end the stream, and it brings people over so that I keep streaming for longer. That could be a thing. And by then I've already switched to this other camera mode, so I'm like at this mode, like saying goodbye and everything. So someone comes and asks me like, hey, what are you doing? And I start explaining what am I doing and showing it on the screen and so on, like, oh, and this is the web page, but they are not seeing the screen, they are just seeing my face. So I can imagine them like, right, but where's the code? Like, your story is cool, but so yeah, I still have a long way to improve as a streamer. Still have a long way to improve. Alright, so we have our Python and Node setups. I hope to go. Happy programming. Oh, thanks a lot. Have a nice afternoon. Have a nice whatever you have to do. See you. Bye bye. Right. So we're gonna try building this. So let's do some Docker compose. Ooh. compose build. There we go, and now we should be downloading Node, we should be downloading Python, we should be building them, we should be putting everything together, and none of that's happening. Okay, it's starting to happen. I was like a bit like is it not? All right. Building. So that's looking good. Really? Just like that? Did it build everything? Python? Node? Huh. Oh. Right. I'm stupid. Python 3.12.2. Yeah, that's better. That might actually give us Python code. That might actually give us some Python code. I was like, this is going too fast. Too fast, even for my slow internet. Alright, 7.1, and this is gonna be Node. Let's see what happens now. Alright. So now it should actually download Node and Python and everything. Alright, yeah, that's looking more like it. Is it? Yeah. It's writing some stuff. Okay. Yeah. Doing some Python stuff. So that's looking quite better. Good. So with this, we would have like this base. We can actually start working on all of these languages. Right. And if I need like some run dependency, I would put it here. All of the dev dependencies would come in here, and all of the release dependencies would come in here. Alright, so that makes sense. That makes quite a lot of sense. Now, let's come here to the development dependencies. And here, yeah, I have these images. And what I want to do, how do I want to do this? So I have this. I could actually put like base on here, like tell these images that they are a base. Yeah, that's probably something good to do. So let's be like base, okay, base, right. I could have done a query replace for JCB to base, but alright, JCB base. Okay, that's looking good. Yeah. Let me run this again. It shouldn't take that long, actually. We are gonna do after this a image list or something like that. Okay. Okay. Docker image list. Right. So all of these ones that have a non-docker image rm, we can remove the ones that have a none. So this one, and this one. Ooh. Yeah, Docker image list. Alright. Docker image rm, and we can remove this one. And we have the advent of code. We have the JCB ones. Okay. Docker image. Well, actually, Docker compose build. Let's do that. And now we will duplicate the number of images that we have. Okay, I need to run. I ran build twice, just because. Oh, no, but this is on dev. That's fine. Just because I didn't save the file. That's why I had to do that twice. So yeah. Base docker compose. Okay, docker image list, and there we have. So we want to remove this one. Docker image rm. Docker image list. Okay. Which one did I? Oh. 1.22 Alright, yeah. So this one I want to delete as well. This one I want to delete as well. So Docker image list. Okay. Docker image rm. All right. Yeah. Oh, okay. Get it. Docker image list. Now base Rust is gone, right? Yeah. Docker docker compose run images. Oh fuck, run images. All right. Yeah, docker image prune maybe. Yeah, docker image list, and well, whatever. Oh, it's just because they are the same. DCP no. Docker image rm, this one. Okay, now I got it. Python, yep, docker image list, and let's see, I still have this one, JCB go this thing. All right. Yep. And let's see. Rust. Node and Python. Rust. This one. Okay. Node with yeah with the star. Yep. Python with 3.12.2. okay. Docker image list. Now this should be all clean. Yep. All right. Docker compose build, and now we should be creating no new images. Well, maybe one because I deleted one. So not sure which one. One from Rust, right? Or maybe not. Or maybe one from Go. Yeah, the old one from Go. That one's gone. Oh no, it's here. Oh, not sure. Docker image list, and that's clean. All right. So these here are our new base images. Now, let's go to dev. So over here we have the services, and we just want to have JCB dev go latest, which is gonna be go, right? Actually, I'm just gonna copy this thing. Right. And instead of base, I want to have JCB dev. Right. Cool. So now I would have all of this. and I just want to create like more or less the same infrastructure. So let's go one back and let's do a copy of Go to of base Go to dev. Alright, Rust, right, Node, right, Python, right. So I have all of this. Yeah. And now what I want to do is to change this from just that to JCB base Rust. Alright, and I want to keep that. Perfect. Perfect. Actually, just go and go. Alright, so that's what we have. Now, what were we doing here apart from what we were doing before? So we were putting Docker in. We were installing SSH server. Yeah. And we were doing this thing with the entry point, adding the user. Right. So we want to add this. Definitely we want to add that to all of our files. And let's see, Docker Docker CLI. No. New Docker image Docker CLI. No. Docker hub. Okay. Right. So the latest is 2600. 2600. And I have 24. So 2600. It's the Docker CLI. So I want to put that onto all of these files. Cool. Yep. All right. So I have that on all of the files. What else do I want? I want to have just this. Copy. And after running the setup, probably no. Probably the entry point, should that be at the end? I'm not sure. Where should that be at? Doesn't matter where this is at, like this is not doing actually anything at all. So yeah. Here I'd like to have something like common. Common. Alright. And on common I want to have something that is why is that at the beginning? I don't quite know. Why is that at the beginning? I guess that if I change the arcs, those arcs aren't likely to be changing. Those arcs aren't likely to be changing. But whatever. So let me have a install OpenSSH server. Okay. So install OpenSSH.sh and another which is setup, well, create dev user.sh and another one which is the configure well, a start OpenSSH. Alright, so I want to have those, and I also want to have install dev tools configure dev tools, something like this. I would like to have. Ch mod add execution to dev common start. Alright. So okay, let's put this big and let's go to the Go Docker file. I think this one is the one that I've been changing. No, this one. Okay, so this one, this is what it does. and instead of doing this, I'd like to do the install dot OpenSSH This could be over here, right? Yeah, this would need to come over here. Actually, should this go on the setup? Like, probably. All of this should go on the setup. Yeah, that feels like the correct way to go. So the go setup and the common. Star to setup. Do I have to give it like this? Hope not. Hope not. All right. Yeah. I don't know if I want to change the word there. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. Not sure. Yeah, that'll be fine. And over here, I'd like to do something like entry point, and that's it. Like entry point slash run.sh start.sh. Alright, so that's more or less what I would like to have. That's more or less what I would like to have. Right. So yeah, so with this, does this work actually? Does this actually work? What happens if I go to dev and do a docker compose build of go let's go, version is it? Of this one. No configuration file provided, not found. Alright, so I have to rename this to just that. Okay. So it's actually doing some stuff. And it's download, so that was just download the Docker. Alright, and it failed on the mkdir. Interesting. It failed there. On the mkdir. Huh. Quite interesting. Cannot create directory, file exists. The file already exists. Okay. I didn't expect that one. I didn't expect that one. So I copy that, copy this thing into here, I run the setup, and then I delete it. That's quite strange. That's quite strange. So why wasn't the setup deleted, if I might ask? If I might ask, maybe because of the work there? Yeah, that might be it. Does doing this work? cd base and here I'm changing on 22.1. Let's see what happens with this one. Run. That file's not found. Yep. What if I do this? Alright. And what if I now do this? Yep. All right. And I build this one. Does it break? Doesn't break. Okay. So it could be that what it doesn't like. So I don't really need to have that mkdir there. I could just have this like this, and I can just remove that one. Okay, so this should be fine. Right. I think I like this one. So first, let me come over here and take all of this, which is just what we need, and let's put it over here. Prop, right, go node, prop, prop, fine, and prop. Right. Now I come over here and copy all of this and put it onto the files. Pop. Oh no, I want this one actually, not the other one, and put it here. Alright, yeah, so that's correct, my friend. Yeah, and yep. Okay, so I have all of this. Yeah, and this entry point is responsible of creating this file. Well, that setup is responsible of creating that file. So let's go and build docker. We'll actually go to base, docker compose build. Let's build everything. File, save all. Yeah, everything's saved. Yeah. Now let's go to dev and let's build everything. Okay, let's go. Right, so we have everything, and now let's now I'm actually slightly concerned because I'm just duplicating all of the stuff, and the only thing that it's changing is this from variable over there, from Docker file to Docker file. Like, yeah, I have that set up, but I could also have like setup for node whatever and keep having the same just with one Docker file, providing one variable. So yeah, not sure. Oh fuck. Also, this is wrong now. Yeah, I'm not quite sold on this. I'm not quite sold on this. Yeah, like maintaining all of these things is a bit complicated. Maintaining all of these things is a bit complicated. Docker file have image name on variable. Okay. From using variable. Can variable be used in Docker from? Okay. This is now possible if anyone. Okay. Overview from okay. Right, so I could be doing this slightly differently. So I could have an arg version and an arg image. Image version. Let me cook. So I could have that, and now I can have image setup dot version. Okay, onto setup, and now I just run the setup version. Oops. Okay, so that would be cool. That would be cool. And I could have env version equals version and image. All right, image setup version, and could even have it called like this. Image version. Okay, I'm happy with that. And this is on node 21 whatever. Can I move that? Yeah, move it. Rename this to Docker file. Yeah. Now I want to change all of these setups. So duplicate. Oh, I can't actually do that. Rename. Alright, that's fine. That's fine. I can remove this one. Yeah, delete. And let me just rename all of this. .sh. If this doesn't work, I'm screwed. You know that. Yeah. Which node version is this? Node. Alright. Rename. Right. Rename. Right, delete. Yep. And the last one, delete. Yeah. Rename. Oop, fuck. Alright, so this one's fine, this one's not, this one's fine, cool. now I just have to change the Docker file. So Docker file, yep, cool. Okay, I changed those Docker files. The versions are kept the same. What I have to do is to provide some arguments. So docker compose file provide args. Okay, and I just do it like this. So args image version, and the image will be node and the version will be 21.7.1. right, I want to be doing that. And the image would be Python, and this is the tag. Right. So this is looking slightly better. Rust with this. Because now it's a problem of just duplicated things on one file, and previously it was a problem of I just need to keep duplicating and it's never gonna end. And I still have pretty much the same extensibility, or at least I think so. So yeah. Args Go 22.1. Okay. So that's pretty much it. And I kinda would like to okay, that's fine. So let me try just building this again. Base docker compose build, and let's see what happens now. Maybe this with capitalize and lowercase letters. Might not like that. I'm not sure. Failed to solve colon. Failed to parse stage name colon. Okay. So version and image should come first. Version image version and I kind of like that this is lowercase letters. Image version and image. Alright. And I should probably like use it like this. So let's change this by this. Oop. Alright. And the same thing for version. Version for version. Alright. So let's try again. Let's try again. Oh. Okay. Right, go internal, load metadata for Docker IO library. It has some columns there. That's slightly weird. Because it's just image and version, just like that. So yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not quite sure what could be going wrong here. Full access denied. Repository does not exist or might require authorization. Insufficient scope. Authorization failed. Build go. Let's see if we just build one, what happens with that? Failed to solve go. Full access denied. That's quite weird. XXX. What happens if I do that? What happens if I do that? I'm trying to figure out if this semicolon over here belongs to the mix name or not, or no, it does not. So, oh, it's Golang. It's Golang. Yeah, let me just change this from Go to Golang. Golang. Rename, just to avoid further issues with this. Golang. Golang. Rename. Golang. Okay. I haven't put, oh, I didn't. Golang. 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 Yep. Alright. Issue addressed. Build Golang. Let's see what happens now. That should work. Alright. Setup pop-up not found. Huh. Interesting. So it copied everything. Huh. Image version. Let's try now. No. Do I need to do that twice? Maybe. Yeah, I do. And it failed. Okay. chmod plus x to whatever .sh. Okay. Right, so this seems to be working now. And I kinda would like to do the same over here. So this would be Golang, and Golang, and Golang, Golang. Perfect. Image Golang. Right. So now I want to copy the arcs thingy from here and come over here and just put it. So yeah, this is 21.5, this is Rust with 174.0, right, and this is Node with 21.7.1, and this is Python with 3.12.2. Perfect. Okay, and now instead of having all this complicated setup, instead of having that, I just want to have a simple Docker file right there, and these two are exactly the same, so I can just delete them. Delete, yeah, delete, and delete, yeah, delete. Okay, And now what changes over here? Well, it changes that, and it also changes this thing. So if I search for Dockerfile, yep, I want to remove all of this. Okay. 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 Perfect. I want to use this Dockerfile to build everything. And what's the content of this Dockerfile? It should be just this. It should be just this. With some args, of course. With some args. So arg image and arg version, and with no defaults. Yep. And from JCB to image to version good in fact and I don't see why would I like to configure that differently. So I'm just gonna remove that and do this. Oops, wrong keys. Image, and this goes to image version, and this goes to version and version, and we have this and we have that. All right. So okay, and we copy everything from image star from common, and now we execute image version, and then the entry point. Good. So this is more or less what we want. And now we just have to copy these things. Right. So let's just copy, go, actually Golang to dev, Rust, Python, and Node. All right. Okay. I want to delete this. Yep. Yep. Okay. Okay. This one. This one. This one. And that one. Alright, so now I should have this correctly set up to be able to build all of the dev images. All of the dev images. And yep. Now I should just need to fill this in. I should just need to fill this in. And let's create one more, which is the entry point dot asset. Start dot asset. Wow. Entry point. Whatever. Right. So I actually deleted what I wanted to copy, but that's fine. What's this? This is the release. This is the release. User, so yeah. So we will have to think how we do this. This would be something similar to what we had on the other. So arg version image and here we have the image and the version. And over here we have JCB DOS base image version. And I actually forgot that here. JCB base image version. Okay, perfect. Okay, perfect. Right. We would actually do something similar to this, right? So we would do something like this and have a dev user run, a dev cell. I don't think we'll need like a dev cell for this. A dev user run. Yep. We would copy some things from common. We would execute a setup, and then we would start the application. Yeah. Actually, I'd like to do that like this. Entry point start. Okay. Setup image dot version. Okay. Image dot version. Sh. Entry point start. Alright. Alright. So this is looking nice. Probably the release one will look similar to this. Yeah, and I'm also like missing a common here, which might be quite useful to have. So let me just have a common with a setup.sh. Okay. Bin sh. Alright. And over here I also want to copy everything from common. Yep. Alright. So that's looking good. That's looking good. And I would like to have something like this over here. Docker compose.yaml. These Docker composes are quite similar to what it's all about. That's fine. There's not that much duplication. So release prod release is fine. Release, let me just search for dev, and I want to change dev for for release. Alright. Looking good, looking nice. Alright, so here we have our releases. Yeah. And we would like to copy something like this to the releases. No. So from here to here, copy, paste. Right. Good. Good. So there I have all of the releases that just execute this Docker file. Perfect. And we share in common actually between them. That would be would be interesting to know. And here I have that defaults. I can just rename this, and this doesn't have to be like that. And here I just have like some configuration. And this configuration doesn't really have to be on here, right? Or maybe it does. We'll see. The thing is that this would be like JCB dev go latest, and this could be like go dev it doesn't need to have any build. Privileged true, hostname go. This is actually Golang hostname Golang dev. Okay. Golang dev can have some configuration in there, some environment file, and it has these volumes. So it has home dev code infra, yeah, this doesn't make much sense now. Or maybe it does. Maybe like that. I don't know. And that in there, and that should be fine. And there would be like similar services for Go release and so on. And I could just extend these and change the configurations and add things for runtime and so far so on. And so far so on. Do I want to keep this thing here? Or do I want to move it outside? I guess I could move it outside, like I don't see... Like I would need a.env, but apart from that... I don't know if to keep it on the defaults or not. Let's just not. Yeah, let's move it. And we can delete these defaults, delete permanently, yeah. And we want to create a .env file over here. Okay, so let's open a new window. And this window should be also connected to Ubuntu. No, it's not. So connect to WSL. Okay. Yep, open folder. And I want to open the streaming thingy because I want to be copying things back and forth from them. Back and forth from them. This is taking a bit. This is taking actually a bit. Home code streaming to-do list. Yeah, maybe not. It's taking a while to initialize, which is a bit weird, right? Like, what else does it have to initialize? Oh. I don't think that's actually the case. Home, JCB, EU. I didn't want to open that one. Open folder. Yes, I trust. JCB. Code. Streaming to-do list. Okay, that's the one I want to open. Alright. Alright. So I want to come here and just copy this over here. This is actually like an env only. Yeah, like an env only thing. But I don't know if I provide this env file over different Docker composes, if that all of those env files would be read. That's actually interesting to know. So yeah, let me just give this env file to all of the images. .env yeah. What if I did this env file? I don't know when that env file is read, like if when the image is built or when the image is run. Maybe I should Google that. Docker when is env file read? When is env file read? Oh, when it's run. Env file. Okay, so this is for running. This is for running, not for building. Okay. No, thank you. So the end file is for running, not for building. So it doesn't make any sense that I put that in there. Alright. Alright. Yeah, let's delete that. And let's actually put this M file on dev. Yeah, because it's like an M file for dev. I want to have like dev M. Alright. Yep. Okay. So now I'm happy with that. Let's fill it in, at least. Because it's not filled at the moment. So that's good. That's good. Now, this one is the one that actually does something interesting. So this one does something interesting, and that something interesting is installing. Okay, so I have to fill some of this. Configure DevTools? No. Create dev user? Yep. This is creating the dev user. Bin sage. Alright. And this is what I want to do. User add. Yeah. Perfect. I also know how to do the entry point. So bin sage. Yep. And let's put this correctly. Okay, let's make this bigger. Yeah. Alright, good. Okay. So from all of this, the service one is the only one that it looks a bit iffy to me, because echo should always be there. Service, I don't know. Yeah, so this would be the entry point. Now installing the DevTools and configuring the DevTools. That comes later. Actually, I want to have DevTools config. DevTools config and DevTools install. Rename just so they are together. DevTools install. Alright, this will do nothing for now. Yep. Alright, the entry point is fine. Install OpenSSH and start OpenSSH. So that suggests that this entry point could be slightly renamed. Okay. SSH path. Profile. So all of this is just starting the SSH. On these two, should actually go together, right? Oh, okay, I see what's going on. But this pub key should be stored somewhere, right? Otherwise, I don't see the point of having this. Okay. Okay. So all of this should just be configuring the SSH. So start OpenSSH. Bin SH. Alright, now the entry point then should be entry point start open ssh dot sh. Alright. And entry point create dot sh. Entry point create, which is a bin bus again. Oh, bin sh. What does this thing is to move the setup entry point dot sh dot sh to entry point start mkdir entry point it moves and start open SSH, start open SSH. Actually, open SSH start would be the correct thing. Open SSH start, open SSH start to entry point. Okay, rename SSH start and rename this is install OpenSSH install and OpenSSH start. All right, so I have the entry point, I have the OpenSSH start, and I have the entry point create. These two I don't need for now, and this one I do need to fill in. And over here I just want to have something like a setup.sh, and this setup.sh being sh, what this is gonna do is to call the other function. So it would be like setup create dev user, create dev user.sh, setup entry point create .sh, actually this should be dev user create, yeah, rename dev user create. Okay, create, I'm creating the dev user. And these two of DevTools will do later on. So I create the dev user, I create the entry point, and I install OpenSSH. OpenSSH install and DevTools install, DevTools install and DevTools config, all right. And this is pretty much it. Cool. Right, so this would be the setup. All of these ones just have to call the setup as far as I know. So setup setup.sh. Alright. Alright. Yep. And yep. And we will be discovering things that they have to do extra. How are you doing, mate? How are you doing? I'm doing great. Zoo. I'm at the moment trying to create a sort of infrastructure in Docker. No, I asked, what are you doing? Oh, I'm trying to create a Docker infrastructure that can handle multiple languages, and as well can handle a development environment and a release environment. So I pretty much want to be able to say, hey, I want to spawn a container with Golang, and I will just pick the latest Golang version and have all of my Golang configuration with an application ready to be run in that, or have the Golang dev container, the same thing but with some dev tools. I'm just trying to create a layer of abstraction that I can reproduce, where I can have like NeoBeam plus a Go application to work with that, and so far so on. That's pretty much the plan. I started doing that when I was doing another project, and I was like, okay, I need to build some actual infrastructure for this. So today is the infrastructure day. Yesterday was like actual work. Today is doing the work to be able to work. If you know what I mean. So how did you come up with the stream? How did you come up with the stream? Okay, so we have all of this configuration, and I think we should be now ready to see this crash and burn. So let's try building one of the configurations for development. So dev, we can do some docker compose Golang. Let's see what happens with that. Okay. First issue found. Docker compose Golang. User bin docker, no such file or directory. How's Docker not even a file or directory? Has the Docker thingy died? Oh, it has. Okay. Docker engine stopped. Could you please not be stopped and actually be running? If you could, that would be very much appreciated. I was just randomly scrolling in the software and game development section on Twitch. Why aren't you using Linux? That's an extremely good question. I'm not using Linux just because this is also my editing environment, so it's not only for programming but also for editing the videos and so on. So that's preventing me from using Linux at the moment. I could have formatted and wiped the PC completely, hence having less issues while actually trying to do work. But yeah, I got stuck with Windows. So just please restart Docker Desktop. And for example, if I were to be using Linux, I wouldn't be having issues with Docker at the moment. I think you can also do this on Linux, but I can understand you. I just think it's much better for programming. Yeah, it's definitely much better for programming. What I'm doing is having a WSL instance, so I'm running an Ubuntu image, and inside of that Ubuntu image, I'm just creating some infrastructure with Docker. So at the end, I'm trying to stay away from Windows as much as I can, at least for development purposes. I'm not a Windows fan, not a Windows developer. So it is what it is, and it isn't what it isn't. And yeah, one day maybe I would format the PC. Like, since I'm trying to build everything at least not reliant on having Windows underneath, I should be able to fairly easy switch from my current setup to a Linux only setup. But yeah, I don't even know why the Docker engine crashed, nor why is it taking so long to restart. So that's a good question. Have I blown up my computer with Docker images, and that's why it's not working at the moment? How do I check the disk space on? I still have some disk space. So why is the Docker engine angry with me? That's a fairly good question. I think it broke when I opened two VS Code windows connected to WSL. Then it broke. So maybe that's the limit of WSL. Like, you got two VS Code images and try to restart it. Yeah, I'm trying to restart it. So I pressed on restart and it says engine starting. So it's not quite liking it. It's not quite liking it. I could just quit it completely. Yeah, Docker Desktop is a weird thing. Yes, it's a weird thing because it looks like a simple application, like, oh, an application to manage the images and so on, but it's not. It's like the whole virtual machine that Docker uses to interact with Windows and everything. And at the beginning it brought the virtual machine in, but now the virtual machine is provided by Windows, so it kinda uses that. So yeah, it's a bit weird. Now my whole computer, oh, it's not frozen, so it's just this window is frozen. I want to quit, but it doesn't even allow me to quit. Yeah. That's a bit weird. I could just maybe restart WSL, so that could be a thing that I could do. WSL shut down, and that will take down all of my VS Code images which are currently connected to WSL. So either I'm losing all of my code, or well, I'm not losing all of my code, like, that's on GitHub, but yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to shut down WSL. Maybe you are watching on first person the demise of someone that tried to use Windows. I tried and failed. My bet is that something is clearly broken, because WSL doesn't want to be shutting down. So if I can no longer use WSL, then I might as well quit. I'm not using Windows directly. Crap. You definitely came in the worst part of the stream. Like, the first part of the stream was actually quite fun. We started doing this whole infrastructure and actually getting somewhere. But you came to see the part where everything breaks down. sorry for that. Right. So WSL doesn't want to shut down at all. which is quite weird. I don't know why that would be the case. Let me try to figure that out. So WSL is this guy over here, and it's just happily running. And that's also, can I just end the task of Docker Desktop? Okay. Oh, it has Docker Desktop backend. Okay. And that as well. Docker Desktop extensions. How many Docker desktops am I gonna find today? Then I have the virtual machine for WSL. Maybe now that Docker Desktop is out of the equation, this will work. Maybe not. Alright, starting the engine. Did I got any followers today? I think I should have gotten one. Maybe not. Probably not. Yeah, it just says 13. So unfortunate. Starting the Docker engine. Docker engine is the underlying technology that runs containers. Okay, I think that my WSL is just broken, and that's preventing the Docker engine and so on to work. This will probably be solved by restarting the computer. So, since it's already quite late, I'm just gonna end the stream here and go ahead and restart the computer. Quite unfortunate because we haven't been able to test this at all, but it is what it is, and it isn't what it isn't. So yeah, the idea was that these things just called setup. See, well, yeah. So all of these things just called this setup. This setup run all of these things on the correct order. So installing the tools and so on. This is definitely not the best way to do this. Just because if this was split into more fragmented pieces, like on different run commands, well, I'm not sure if it's the best way or not. Like, not an expert. Maybe it's fine. So yeah, just run these things in order. One of the things is to create the entry point. Creating that entry point, yeah, okay, so create the entry point and that's fine. Configuring OpenSSH and so on. Yeah. Su dev user command dev cell. At some point I need to source the profile, but I don't know exactly when will I be doing that. Maybe one of the common things is just to have like a base, I don't know, a base bus or C or set, how do you pronounce that? ZSH RC Jersey. Well, sourcing that, so that would need to be configured. Yeah. It's honestly not even looking that bad, so not even looking that bad. And at the end I will end up with having the services here and just sourcing from these ones. Okay. Infrastructure, base layer, so base dev release on the versions, images and versions, and this could just be a list. Golang one so Golang node Rust Golang node Rust Python dot for now. Right. Oops. No. Insert image between develop dev and release image with developer tools on SSH image capable of running an application of the given language. Alright, so that's pretty much it. Infrastructure, repository to embed on others, providing them of Docker deployments. Docker compose build So cd dev and docker compose build. Cd base cd release and the compose build. Build the images. Base must be built before dev or release. Alright. Cool. And use the images by creating a new docker compose .yaml. And defining a services that extend the one on the root of this repo. The ones on the root of this repo. This would be YAML services right. Application dev on the app prod image app latest Golang latest Golang JCB dev Golang latest JCB release Golang extends infra slash docker compose.yaml. How was I doing that? Right. So infra docker compose YAML Golang deb, this to go onto an extends. It's extends or stands. Alright. Alright, Golang. Alright, so I could do that. Yeah. Image up app deb latest, and image app latest. All right. Or by using as a base image one of the provided built ones. Release Golang latest tags latest. So I could also do that. Okay, so I'm more or less happy with this. Let's just stop the stream here. We can continue working with this tomorrow. And tomorrow the plan would be just to make sure that at least the development and the production environment are usable. The development and the production environments are usable. Like that you can do at least something with it. You can run a Golang application and so on. We can even try to migrate these ones as well as the ones on the Advent of Code to use this infrastructure. That could be something that we could do. Yeah. And once that's working, the next thing would be to start trying to put the DevTools. So DevTools config and DevTools install. And this would just be like, okay, let's grab NeoBeam, let's grab everything. First install it, and then the configuration, like have some configuration files, put them on the right locations, and that'll be it. And that'll be it. Cool. So I hope you've enjoyed the stream. I hope you've enjoyed the stream. We haven't quite managed to hit any complete goals, but it's quite late at the moment, and I just want to have dinner. So will we end the stream over here? Hope you have had I don't know how to talk. Hope you have had fun. That you've had fun, and that maybe you've learned something. Maybe you've enjoyed seeing me struggle trying to get this thing working. If you have any ideas on how to do this better, please comment them or send them somewhere. I know that one way that could improve this would be to use Nixel. Apparently that would be immediately better, but I don't think that what we've done so far is directly against using Nixel. Like, I have this, which is fine, and I could come pretty much to here, like to come to these bus files and be like, okay, let's try to put this on, like to write this with using Nix, or maybe like directly starting from here. And if I need something specific to do on the environments, I can still use that. Like I could be using Nix over here. So this is more like building some files that I can use. Building some files that I can use. Okay. I've again shared the screen. Thought that I was sharing the screen when I actually wasn't sharing the screen. But this time I noticed it earlier. Well, I noticed it when I came back to OBS. See you on the next one. Bye.